Hello and welcome to Business News. The Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Mr. Gbenga Komolafe, has assured stakeholders and industry players in the oil and gas sector of more investment. Mr. Komolafe gave the assurance during a stakeholders engagement session between the Commission and the indigenous Petroleum Producers Group in Lagos, maintains that a 12-month target has been set to deliver some of the key deliverables in the Petroleum Industry Act. Blessed Omonose tells us more in this report.
Despite being a major contributor to government revenues and providing over 90% of foreign exchange earnings for the country, the Nigerian oil and gas industry contributes less than 10% of the country's gross domestic product (GDP). But with the enactment of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA), the petroleum sector is set to play a major role in the growth and development of the Nigerian economy. In order to ensure a smooth and effective implementation of the PIA, signed into law by President Buhari in August, the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, have put together the stakeholders engagement session with the Indigenous Petroleum Producers Association to deliberate on topical issues affecting the industry.
You can't be an effective regulator in isolation of the people you're trying to regulate. Otherwise, such endeavor will be counterproductive. As a matter of fact, should be a subjective regulator, which is not the intent of the petroleum industry. So, to that extent, we really have quickly realized that we need to engage the stakeholders, both the IOCs and the indigenous producers, which we are engaging today. From what you can see, it has been a very, very positive engagement, and that has given us insight into their activities, their challenges, which we have assured them we are going to incorporate as part and parcel of our policy formulation for effective regulation as expected in the Petroleum Industry Act.
Speaking on behalf of the Independent Petroleum Producers Group, IPPG, Chairman of the association, Mr. Abdulrazak Issa, affirms that the PIA will unlock uncertainties clouding investment outlook in the nation's oil and gas sector, while urging government to review its gas pricing framework.
Government must have a balance between its aspiration to get high signature bonuses and ensuring that the assets are actually developed, because there are significant costs that it entails for the assets to be developed. And that's why our position is that government needs to have that balance between bringing in new people and leveraging the capacity that has been developed by existing producers. Because that balance is important so that government can actually realize its aspirations of incremental revenues with the Federation account.
As the Petroleum Industry Act takes full effect, these stakeholders and industry players are optimistic that this move by the management of NUPRC will mark a turning point in the actualization of the PIA objectives. Blessed Omonose, TVC News, Lagos.